Here for more bead bracelets, creativity is power. Check out this design, a ladder stitch bracelet, but this one has a flower. The flower ladder stitch bead bracelet is the perfect bead design that will make you care to show this to everyone to wear and share. A floral pattern of flowers that make it nice and unique, built with a solid simple concept, the ladder stitch technique. Another great design, turbo easy to make, you'll be able to create in no time. So get ready for a tutorial to satisfy your creative needs. Feel free to give this video a like. Enjoy this episode of TurboBeads. Here's a list of everything you need to make the flower ladder stitch bead bracelet. To make the flower ladder stitch bracelet, the first thing you'll need is 3 feet of string, something with a bit of elasticity to it. Then we're going to add 1 green bead to that string. Once you have that bead on the string, you'll match up both ends of string, pushing that bead toward the center of the string. This will ensure that we have the same length of string to use on each side. Just be sure to keep that bead in the center of the string. With this first row finished, creating the next row is just as simple. We're going to take one end of the string and we're going to add another green bead to the string. Now that we have that bead on the string, we're going to take our other end of string and we're going to run it through that bead as well, going in the opposite direction. With that string through both ends of that bead, you'll pull both ends of the string until you've reached the top, bringing all of those beads together. When pulling the string, be sure to pull both ends just enough to keep those beads in a tight formation, looking just like this. For this next section, we'll be using the straw technique. So what you'll do is you'll take a straw and you'll split it down the center, cutting it with scissors. So just watch close as I carefully cut the straw down the center. Splitting the straw down the center will make it easier to add beads to the straw. So basically what we're doing is using the straw as a stabilizer for the row of beads to ensure they maintain the tight formation once added to the string. Now that we have that straw split down the center, we're going to add 2 orange beads to that straw. Now that we have those beads on that straw, we're going to carefully cut off the end of that straw, keeping it from showing to the sides, keeping that straw hidden within those beads. As I've said before, the straw technique will help keep those beads in a tight formation, ensuring that the bracelet maintains its shape when added to the string. Now we're going to take our string and we're going to add those 2 orange beads to the string. With those beads on the string, we're going to take our other end of string and we're going to run it through those beads as well, going in the opposite direction. With that string through both ends of those beads, you'll pull both ends of the string until you've reached the top, bringing all of those beads together. Creating the next row for this bracelet is just as simple as the previous rows. Again, we'll use the straw technique, but this time we're going to use 3 beads. That's 2 orange beads with a yellow bead in the middle. Then we'll add those beads to the straw. Once we have those beads on the straw, we'll carefully cut off the end of that straw, keeping it from showing to the sides. Now that we have the straw hidden within those beads, we're going to take one end of the string and add those beads to the string. Now that we have the beads on the string, we'll take our other end of string and run it through those beads as well, going in the opposite direction. With that string through both ends of those beads, we'll pull both ends of the string until we've reached the top, bringing all of those beads together. Continue repeating the same steps when creating additional rows for this bracelet. By adding your beads to the straw, cutting off the end of the straw, keeping it from showing to the sides, taking those beads, adding them to the string, then taking the other end of string, running it through all of those beads as well, going in the opposite direction with the string through both ends of those beads, pulling both ends of the string until you've reached the top, bringing all of those beads together. As you can see, the 3 rows with the orange beads create the image of a flower. When you finish the flower, we'll go back to using 2 rows of 1 with the green beads to represent the vine or stem of the flower, separating each flower of the bracelet. So just continue repeating these steps, creating additional rows until you have enough rows to fit around your wrist. As you should know that everyone's wrist sizes are different, so be sure to adjust accordingly, as you may need to add more or less beads depending on the size of the wrist or the size of the beads. The end result may also be different when using a different type of string, so find what works best for you and your unique style. With this visual, you can see that creating this bracelet should be turbo easy with its simple repetitive steps of creating rows of beads using the ladder stitch technique. As a quick tip, Be sure to pull the string evenly on both sides and just enough to keep those beads in a tight formation, ensuring that your bracelet maintains its shape and looks visually appealing. As I've mentioned before, you can see that I've used the colors orange and yellow in this order or pattern to create the shape of the flower, and 2 green beads in between each flower to divide each section. I think using a green and orange color scheme for this bracelet is a perfect combination of colors that looks good with this design. As you do already know that flowers come in many different colors, so of course you're always able to use any color combination of your choice. The creative options are always in your hands. So leave a comment below letting me know what cool color combinations or patterns you decide to use to make your bracelet. Continue watching as I create a few more rows for this flower, which will be the final section of this bracelet. Once you've finished enough rows that'll fit around your wrist, you'll be ready to attach both ends of the bracelet together. This is what it should look like. With both ends of the string coming out of the final row, we'll attach both ends together by taking one end of the string and running it through that first bead that was added to the string. Watch close as I guide the string to this bead. When you pull it all the way through, the 2 ends of the bracelet will come together. From here, we'll tie both ends of the string together with a square knot to lock everything into place, closing in the gap. When tying your string, be sure that you tie your knot nice and secure to ensure that everything stays together. Now that your knot is tied and everything is locked into place, all that is left is to carefully cut off the tied loose ends of string, and your flower ladder stitch bracelet is now complete. And there you have it, another turbo easy bead bracelet design that looks fine, that was fast, fun, and easy to make. Hopefully this tutorial was helpful and you can create one just as great. If there's anything you would like to add, requests or suggestions, feel free to leave a comment below. And if you are new or you haven't already, don't forget that you can always subscribe if you want to be notified for more bead tutorials just like this one. Hoping you'll tune in for the next one to satisfy your creative needs. Until next time, be sure to wear it and share it. Thanks for watching TurboBeads.